This shocking list of 9 terrifying killer fish may be the reason you'll never want to get too close of any beach, lake, or river. This list contains some strange and terrifying killers. Dangers of the most unexpected, yet lethal kind exist in the world's lakes, rivers, and beaches. After viewing the 23-foot-long giant sawfish, vampire characins, snakehead, and the scary Pacu, prepare to never go swimming again. Number 9. Pacu. We've all heard of shark attacks, but there are much more terrifying and bizarre ways to be killed by a fish. The Pacu is a 3-foot-long, 55-pound fish with terrible human-like fangs that may be utilized in horrifying ways. Pacu were discovered in the Amazon, but since being introduced for pleasure fishing, they have migrated to North America and Asia. 2 New Guinean fishermen were killed in 1994 by an unknown creature in the lake that nibbled off their most vulnerable anatomy, causing them to bleed to death. The attacks prompted Jeremy Wade, a world-renowned extreme angler, to travel to the lake in pursuit of the culprits, which he knew as the giant killer Pacu. Without a question, this is the most scary fish on the planet. Number 8. Giant Sawfish. When we imagine fatal killer fish assaults, we imagine being bitten, swallowed, or dragged to the depths. The giant sawfish, on the other hand, has a different method of reducing a human intruder to minced meat. The giant sawfish can grow to be 23 feet long and has a giant saw over 8 feet long, studded with massive cutting blades. Although sawfish do not purposefully target humans, the combination of extremely poor vision and robust territorial barriers is fatal to humans. Intruders are treated in the same way as animals and may be hacked apart by the enormous saw blade. Worse, sawfish could go undiscovered until it's too late. The largest sawfish species may appear in both rivers and lakes, adding a dangerous dimension. Unfortunately, human meddling has led to the extinction of this dinosaur-era sea monster. Number 7. Flathead Catfish. The flathead catfish is North America's biggest catfish, reaching lengths of over 5 feet and weighing up to 120 pounds. It is a deadly predator capable of taking on other fish, animals, and water birds. The flathead hides in the Missouri River and other major waterways throughout the continent, then surges forward with rapid speed to grasp prey in its rubber-like grip. If one of these massive fish seizes a human foot, convincing it to let go might be challenging. The aggressive flathead catfish might be blamed for the mysterious drownings of swimmers and fishermen in American waters. Even more troubling is the possibility that fish may continue to grow for the majority of their lifetimes, resulting in bigger, more aggressive fish. Potentially man-eating specimens may exist. Number 6. Pyara, vampire characin. There are animals on our planet that are so terrifying that they push the bounds of human imagination. The Pyara is so strange and terrifying that it may be described as Count Dracula in fish form or an aquatic saber-toothed tiger. The poorly known Pyara or vampire characin grows up to 4 feet long and weighs up to 30 pounds. It has fangs up to 6 inches long that it sinks into aquatic creatures in savage lunging assaults, detecting the position of internal organs as it accurately pushes in the fangs. Humans swimming in the Amazon River might be stabbed in the heart or have a lung collapsed in a Pyara assault. Pyara are a popular sport fish. They were called cannibal piranha because of their proclivity for feeding on like-related piranha, partially due to the threat posed by their unfathomable fangs. Number 5. Wallago Atu Catfish. The Wallago Atu is something out of a nightmare. This shark catfish, which lives in the waters of southern Asia, India, and Afghanistan, is an 8-foot-long stalk and lunge predator with a mouth loaded with huge, recurved teeth. The Wallago, with its incredibly slim body and strong fins, leaps from the shadows of rivers and lake edges and swallows whatever prey happens to be there. Villagers dread the Wallago Atu because of its reputation for devouring youngsters who come too close to the river. Because of the vicious, predatory character and tremendous speed of this enormous catfish, Wallago Atu has earned the nickname Lake Shark. Number 4. Atlantic Goosefish. The huge Atlantic goosefish grows up to 6 feet long and weighs over 70 pounds, giving it a genuinely terrifying look. Goosefish, which are concealed amid the rocks, leap forward to catch food in their cavernous, tooth-lined mouth with jaws large enough to consume a football. A swimmer would have a tough time escaping a goosefish's clutches, but the true risk is being devoured. Goosefish have stomachs that are nearly the size of their bodies. 3-foot people have been discovered with prey items that are only a few inches shorter than their body length. Smaller than the 6-foot creatures discovered so far may be capable of just devouring a human who gets too close. Number 3. Goliath Grouper. While many of the fish on this list are strange in some manner, the Goliath Grouper is terrifying simply because of its enormous size and insatiable appetite for nearly everything. This violent, huge relative of bass and cichlids has no trouble preying on people, weighing up to 1,000 pounds, having a big round mouth, and measuring up to an amazing 16 feet in length. Divers have been pursued and assaulted by the big fish in multiple situations, and one diver apparently found himself in the mouth of the sea monster before burst out its large gill hole. Other than the great white shark and the giant catfish, the Goliath Grouper is the most capable of any fish on this planet of simply eating a human in a few gulps. Number 2. Giant Snakehead. Following its introduction into temperate seas, the giant snakehead has sparked widespread concern about the spread of a hazardous plague. Giant snakeheads are fierce predators that may grow up to 4 feet long and weigh up to 50 pounds. They can destroy practically any medium-sized animal they come across. Giant snakeheads, armed with razor-sharp teeth and powerfully muscled bodies, have caused significant injuries to rice paddy workers, swimmers, and fishermen who have invaded the fish's habitat. When parents are protecting their children, their aggression is at its peak. Attacks on fishermen by aggressive fish have resulted in drownings, while attempts to trap the fish have resulted in anglers being seriously bitten and speared by their fishing rods as the hostile fish turn to ram them. Tragically, children have reportedly been killed in predatory attacks by these demonic creatures. Number 1. Greenland Shark. We typically associate shark-infested seas with tropical locales, whereas temperate waters to the north provide a sense of relative safety. Even diving in cold seas, however, does not ensure you will not be attacked by a shark. The Greenland shark may grow to be more than 20 feet long and feeds as a stalk and lunge predator. This northern giant was discovered with a baby polar bear in its stomach in one case and reindeer in others. Although recent fatalities have not happened because to the isolated areas of the habitat and the ice water, Inuit legends include kayaker hunters being tipped out of their kayaks and eaten by the icy predator. A human leg was supposedly discovered in the stomach of a Greenland shark in 1859 in Canada, however this has not been authenticated. We believe that the presence of such a monster is enough to ruin any sense of security anywhere there is water. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the videos. See you in the next one.